While researching our film opening, we asked two members of our target audience what aspects of thrillers they enjoy and do not enjoy, as well as how they would improve them. These answers shaped the way we would do a number of things while creating our film opening, which is why we had quite a vague and undecided script before our interviews. We have included a number of things our target audience interviewees told us they liked in thrillers, such as unpredictability and a sense of escapism through a character. We tried to intrigue over 35s by also having a slower paced film and not just jumping into action. Older popular thrillers tended to have quite slow paced openings, such as The Shining. We have tried to intrigue a younger audience of people around 15 to 25. We have done this while having a younger cast including action more than we would with just an older audience. We have also attempted to intrigue a younger audience by making the opening have aspects of comedy, as the music and attitude of the killer greatly contrasts the themes of the film, which creates a comedic effect. This intrigues a younger audience, as comedies and films that include comedy are usually liked most by a younger audience. We were also told that not being predictable was also an important aspect of thrillers too. We kept this in mind when planning what each shot and camera angle was going to be, while also filming. While planning our shots with the storyboard, we first didn't show the body until the killer came into the frame dragging her. This created an enigma, as we planned to just have sound before they came onto the screen. While filming, we did this shot, but it seemed too soon to be showing the body, and also stopped the camera from being quite close to the characters by trying to get everything into the frame. We then only put the killer in the frame and not the body, which created a lot more enigma in the film opening and may surprise the audience when watching the opening. The attitude of the killer also allows the audience to not be sure what is going to happen, as the attitude does not fit what is actually happening in the opening. We asked what they liked most about thrillers, and were told that having a character that was likable and the audience wanted to be in their shoes, whether they were the antagonist or protagonist, is what was enjoyed in thrillers. We took this on board and developed our characters to be likable and quirky, which contrasts the convention of having a dark villainous antagonist. This creates quite a satirically confident dark character that will allow members of the audience to feel a sense of escapism. We did this in a number of ways. The costume of our killer projected him as a character that seemed a little out of place and someone you would aspire to maybe be, as he is wearing a suit, which is generally associated with quite an important person. We also told him to be happy and calm, which makes him seem quirky and more out of place with the situation he is in. The lighting on the killer is also normally high key, which contrasts how the antagonist is usually shown in thrillers, making him seem more out of place and fun to watch. The shots of the killer were also important, making him relatable and as if you wanted to be them, as we used a lot of close-ups, which creates a familiarity with the audience so they become comfortable with him. To have the audience also become familiar with him, we considered spacing as well, and used frontality, wherein the character faces the camera, which can create the feeling as if they are looking near you or right at you, which will create tension, especially in a thriller. When we asked what they did not like, they both said the use of graphic violence was not needed or wanted. We accommodated this by still using violence but not showing it graphically, but instead inferring it, which can be seen here when the shovel is about to hit the body from their perspective, rather than the killer's. While doing this shot to hide the violence, we also allowed the audience to be immersed further as we use a POV shot. We still made it clear that there was violence in the film opening by showing the shovel in a number of shots, which tells the audience that there was violence and the shovel will be used to bury a body, as well as the weapon maybe being used later. We also used sound to ensure that the hit of the shovel was still clear. We used part of a song that had a peak for one note, and we also added a sound effect of a deep noise suddenly being played that adds to the sound of the impact. We would promote our film at the beginning of films in cinemas, as we would want people who normally go out to see films to watch ours. We would also promote our film in magazines and newspapers, which will reach more of our target audience of over 35s. We would also promote our film in social media, as it is cheaper and we could appeal to a younger audience.